Hey everyone, today we're going to run through how to conduct a sales call, or one of the ways. There's several ways. So, first of all, most sales calls fail because they're too long, too pushy, or too focused on selling rather than understanding the clients. So if you're spending too much time talking and discussing the price too early, then you're losing the deal before it even begins. The key to high converting sales calls is keep it short, structured, and client focused. So here's how. Keep discovery and sales calls under 45 minutes. In this framework, we're talking about a two-call close. So you can either have a one-call close or a two-call close. So meaning that you have one call where you present everything and the client tells you their struggles, and then you try to close them at the end. Or you can have a two-call close. So it starts with just a discovery call, and then if where they're explaining their pain points, and then if they are a good fit, if you think you can help them, then you can have a second call where you can explain how you can help them and then try to close them. So first of all, keep discovery and sales calls under 45 minutes. Time is valuable, both yours and the clients. A concise, well-structured call keeps engagement high and prevents decision fatigue. So stick to the 45-minute limit. If the call runs longer, avoid discussing pricing. Keep discovery and sales as separate calls. So in this case, it's a two-call close. And never discuss pricing unless the client asks for it. So pricing discussions should only happen when the client is ready. Bringing it up too early and you lose risking them. Let the client bring up the price, so ask for the price, not you. If they don't ask, don't mention it. Focus on value before discussing numbers. So if they are interested, they're going to ask for the price. That's just natural. So schedule a separate 30-minute sales call if you think you can help them after a discovery call. Discovery calls are about connecting and understanding. Sales calls are about commitment. Use discovery calls to assess fit and build trust. Use sales calls to present the solution and close the deal. Let the client speak 80 to 90% of the time. It's about them. It's about their pain points. It's about the problems that they have. So the more they talk, the more invested they feel. Ask powerful questions to uncover their real needs. Listen actively instead of selling. Use the 80-20 or 90-10 rule, where the client talks the most. Make them feel the pain or the possibility. Before the sales call, they should feel a strong emotional pull, either to escape a problem or achieve a dream. Highlight the consequence of inaction. Paint a picture of their ideal future. Create urgency to take the next step. Sales are not about selling. It's a life elevation service. Your goal isn't just to close deals, it's to transform lives. Position sales as a service, not a pitch. Make clients feel safe, understood, and supported. Shift from closing a deal to opening a transformation. So the most important thing is that you understand their problem. Not every client is the right fit, and that's okay. The best salespeople don't sell to everyone. They attract the right people. Seek clients who love to work with you, are inspired by your work, are committed to growth, are ready to take action, and pay for their transformation. Final thoughts. Make every sales call count. If you keep calls short and focused, let clients lead the conversation. Avoid pushing the price too early. Let them feel the pain or the dream. Only work with aligned clients. You'll convert more sales in less time without ever feeling pushy. Which of these strategies will you implement first? leave a comment. You're losing sales because of your tone. Here's how to fix it. So your tone, the way you sound is very, very important. So a successful sales call isn't just about what you say, it's about how you say it. Your tonality can make or break a deal. Mastering it allows you to influence both trust and close more sales effortlessly. There are 6 powerful tonal patterns that every consultant, trainer, and salesperson must master. These patterns shape the conversation based on the following: your prospect's journey, your relationship with them, the desired outcome. So let's dive in. 1. Scarcity or the urgency tone. Create urgency and prompt immediate action. Why it works. People act faster when they fear missing out. This tone makes the opportunity feel exclusive and time sensitive. How to use it. Lower your voice slightly. Slow down your delivery. Use an urgent but calm tone. Emphasize that waiting means missing out. Example. So we have only 8 spots available and they're filling up fast. I'd hate for you to miss this opportunity. If you can secure your spot today, I'll personally speak to my CEO to make it happen for you. Does that sound good? So that was an example of how you can say it. The reasonable tone. Make your offer feel logical and easy to agree with. Why it works. When prospects feel understood, they trust you more, making them more likely to buy. How to use it. Keep your tone conversational. Slightly raise your voice at the end of the sentence. Use temperature checking questions like, does that make sense? Does that sound good? Example. Wouldn't it make sense to work with a system that has already helped hundreds of people achieve this result? Does that sound good? Absolute certainty tone. If you don't sound 100% confident, why should they believe you? Why it works. Confidence builds authority, and prospects are drawn to certainty. How to use it. Speak with clarity and conviction. Repeat their pain points to show understanding. Use short, direct sentences. So an example. So you've been trying to lose weight for 5 years and it's affecting your confidence. What we do is help you lose weight without giving up your favorite foods by fixing your eating, sleep, and exercise habit. This works. How does that sound? Or does that sound like something you need? So then there's the I care tone. People buy from those that they trust. Show them you genuinely care. Why it works. This tone builds emotional connections and lowers resistance. How to use it. Lower your voice slightly. Show concern and empathy. Pause to let your words sink in. Example. It sounds like you've been struggling with this for a long time. That must be really frustrating. I want you to know I'm here to help. Clarifying statements phrased as questions. Keep prospects engaged while making them feel in control of the decision. Why it works. This tone makes it seem like it's their decision rather than being pressured. How to use it. Make a statement but raise your voice slightly at the end. Keep it concise and natural. Example. If I understand correctly, what is stopping you from signing up now? The presupposing tone. So assuming the sale is happening, help them visualize the outcome. Why it works. People are more likely to follow through when they visualize the process. How to use it. Speak with certainty. Use phrases that assume their decision is already made. End statements confidently. Example. Once you start using this system, your sales productivity will improve significantly. I want to talk about how we'll get you there. Final thoughts. Mastering tonality equals closing more deals. Mastering these 6 tonal patterns helps you control the flow of the conversation. It builds deeper trust and close deals with ease. Sales isn't about pushing a product, it's about guiding prospects towards transformation. By layering the right tonalities, you ensure that prospects feel understood, excited, and confident in saying yes. Which tonal pattern do you already use? Which one will you implement next? Drop a comment below. Struggling to get clients, master these 6 sales tones to close more deals. Your tone can make or break a sale. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it that determines whether prospects become a paying client. By mastering these 6 powerful tonal patterns, you'll build trust, create urgency, and close more deals without sounding pushy or desperate. Let's dive into strategies that will transform your sales conversations. Scarcity urgency tone. Create urgency and inspire quick action. Why it works. When something feels limited, people act faster. Lower your voice slightly. Slow down delivery to emphasize urgency. Highlight that waiting could mean missing out. So I'm just repeating here. Example. Sarah, we're only onboarding 5 clients this month, and 4 spots are already gone. I'd love you to be part of this, but once the last spot is filled, we'll have to close the enrollment. Do you want me to secure your spot now? The reasonable tone. Make your offer sound logical and easy to agree with. Why it works. When prospects feel understood, they trust you more. Keep the tone conversational. Raise your voice slightly at the end of the sentence. Use temperature checking questions like, does that make sense? Wouldn't that be the smart next step? Example. Wouldn't it make sense to follow a proven system that has already helped dozens of coaches land clients consistently? Does that sound good? Absolute certainty tone. Be 100% confident, because if you're not, why should your client be? Why it works. Confidence sells. People trust those who believe in what they're offering. Speak with conviction. Repeat their pain points to show you understand. Keep sentences short and direct. Example. You've been trying to land consistent clients for months and it's frustrating. What we do is give you a step-by-step system that works without relying on paid ads. This system delivers results. Are you ready to take action? The I care tone. Show genuine empathy because people buy from those they trust. Why it works. This tone builds an emotional connection, reducing resistance. Lower your voice slightly, express concern and support, pause to let your words sink in. I can hear how frustrated you are. You're working hard, but you're still struggling to get clients. That must be exhausting. I want you to know you don't have to do this alone. I'm here to help. Clarifying statements, phrased as questions. Make prospects feel like they're in control of the decision. Why it works. This tone keeps engagement high while genuinely guiding them towards action. Make a statement, but raise your voice slightly at the end. Keep it concise and natural. Example. If I understand correctly, what's stopping you from signing up today? The presupposing tone. Assume the sale is happening, help them visualize success. Why it works. People follow through when they visualize their results. Speak with certainty. Use phrases that assume their decision is already made. End statements confidently. Example. Once you start using this system, Your client pipeline will be full. I want to talk about how we'll customize it for your business. Final thoughts. Speak to sell and close more clients. Mastering these 6 total shifts will help you control sales conversations with ease, build deeper trust and rapport, close more deals without sounding pushy. Sales isn't about pushing, it's about guiding prospects toward transformation. Which tone do you already use? Which one will you implement next? Do I have a comment below? Money is earned. Money earned is a byproduct of value creation. If you fear buying, you will struggle to sell. Abundance flow to those who invest with confidence. So remember this. If you're afraid of buying something or investing, it's very difficult to get other people to do that because you won't sound convincing. Master the 15 closing elements that will transform your sales game. Closing a deal isn't just about pitching. It's about understanding, connecting, and guiding your prospect towards a confident decision. The best closers don't sell, they lead. Here are 15 essential role-playing elements to help you close deals with confidence and precision. 1. Call, connect, and pre-frame. Set the right energy from the start. Make the prospect feel heard and valued. Establish who you are and why you're calling. Set the expectation and the direction of the conversation. Position yourself as an expert, not a seller. Rapport building. People buy from those they trust. Build that trust quickly. Match their tone and energy. Use mirroring and active listening and find common ground. Emotional connection. Logic makes people think, but emotions make them act. Discover why this matters to them. Tap into fears, desires, and motivations. Use stories and availability to deepen the connection. Identifying the gem type. Every prospect is different. Understanding their personality type helps you communicate better. There's the sapphire. It's the fun and spontaneous type, excited by vision and energy. Then there's the ruby type, the competitive and driven type, motivated by results and success. The emerald type is a logical and data-driven type who needs facts and details. Then there's the pearl type, the compassionate and impact-driven type who values purpose and contribution. Identifying the negotiator element. Who are you dealing with? Adjust your approach accordingly. A mouse. Is it a mouse negotiator type? A mouse is hesitant and needs assurance. Is it a hunter type? A hunter type makes fast decisions and a direct approach is needed. A wall type is resistant and needs trust and patience. Use the calling script. Scripts are guides, not a crutch. Use them naturally. Structure conversations, but don't sound robotic. Adapt tone and phrasing based on prospect's personality. Pain digging. Surface level problems don't close deals. Dig deeper. Ask layered questions to uncover hidden pain. Make them feel the urgency of their problem. Show them why staying the same is not an option. The 3 layers of pain. Pain isn't just personal, it affects everything. Personal pain, how it impacts their confidence, stress, and happiness. Family pain, how it affects their loved ones. Social pain, how it affects their status, reputation, and community. Loop to the presence. Before offering the solution, confirm they fully recognize their pain. Recap their challenges. Ask, do you see why this can't continue? Then introduce the solution. Destination, future pacing. Paint a vivid picture of their success after working with you. Describe how their life will look like once they have taken action. Use visualizing techniques. For instance, imagine waking up stress-free, knowing your business is thriving. Payment gateway. Ease their decision-making by making payments simple and seamless. Offer flexible options. Remove barriers to payment. Make it feel like a natural next step. Objection handling. Objections mean interest. Handle them with confidence. Acknowledge their concern. I totally get that. Reframe it in a way that highlights the value. Ask what would need to happen for you to feel 100% confident. Eligibility. Not every prospect is the right fit. Qualify them before proceeding. Create exclusivity. We don't work with everyone. We choose the right clients. Ask commitment-based questions before closing. Power close in the moment. Strike when the excitement is high. Don't let the momentum fade. Summarize the problems and the transformation ahead. Ask, are you ready to step into this new version of yourself? Use social proof. Others in your positions took action and never looked back. Post-closing communication. The sale isn't the end. It's the beginning of a long-term relationship. Send a welcome message or a video. Reinforce their decision and excitement. Offer a clear next step. Master these 15 elements and close deals effortlessly. Sales is not about pushing, it's about guiding prospects to their best decision. Role-playing these 15 elements will help you master every sales call, handling objections like a pro and close deals with confidence. Which of these techniques do you already use? Which one will you implement next? Drop a comment below. Closing conversations between you and Sarah using the 15 closing elements. So this is an example where it's me and Sarah as the prospect. Contact Sarah, a holistic well-being coach, is struggling to generate leads for her business. You, or in this case me, I'm a marketing expert who runs How to Get Clients coaching program, which helps coaches attract clients organically. Follow a permission-based approach, ensuring Sarah asks about the solution and pricing before presenting them. The conversation stays focused on Sarah's struggles and goals, creating a natural desire for a solution before you even introduce her offer. Call, connect, and pre-framing. Hey Sarah, I'm so excited to connect today. I know you're passionate about helping people transform their lives, and I love working with coaches like you. My goal today is to understand where you're struggling and see if I can help. If at any point you would like to hear about what I do, just let me know. Sounds good? Sarah, yes, that sounds great. Rapport building. I came across your content and your holistic approach is truly inspiring. How did you get into this field? Sarah, oh, it's a long story. I struggled with stress and burnout for years, and holistic practices completely changed my life. That's why I became a coach. I wanted to help others. And me again. That's amazing. Your passion is clear, and I know that people truly need your offer. Emotional connection. So me. Sarah, let's be real for a second. What's been your biggest frustration when it comes to getting clients? Sarah, honestly, I don't know where to find them. I post on social media, but nothing really works. It's discouraging because I know I can help people, but I can't seem to reach them. And me again. I hear you. That frustration is real, and you're definitely not alone. Many amazing coaches feel stuck because they don't have a predictable way to attract clients. What have you tried so far? Identifying the gem types, understanding Sarah's personality to tailor the communication. Sarah is a mix of an emerald, a detail-oriented, and a pearl, impact-driven. She needs clarity and purpose-driven marketing strategies. And then we identified the negotiator type. That was the mouse hunter or wall type, accessing how Sarah makes decisions. Sarah is the mouse type, hesitant and in need of reassurance. She requires guidance, not pressure. Use of the calling script, guiding Sarah's thoughts without pushing a solution too early. And me, Sarah, what do you think is the biggest reason your current approach isn't bringing in leads? Sarah, I don't know. Maybe I'm not posting enough or using the right messaging. And me again. That could be part of it. What if I told you that leads don't just happen by posting more? They happen when you follow a system that naturally attracts the right people to you. Sarah, that makes sense. I'd love to know how to do that. Pain digging. So me. Let's take a step back. What happens if nothing changes? In 6 months from now, you're still struggling to get leads. Sarah pauses. I'll feel like I'm failing, and I might have to go back to my old job. And me again. That's a tough place to be. What's your biggest fear about that? Sarah. That's all the time and energy I put into my coaching business would be wasted. The 3 layers of pain, personally, family, and social. So me again. How's this affecting your personal life? Sarah, it's stressful. I love coaching, but I'm constantly worried about money. Me again. And with your family? Sarah, my partner is super supportive, but I know he worries about our finances. Me again. And socially, does it feel frustrating to see other coaches getting clients while you're struggling? Sarah, oh, absolutely. See them growing, and I feel like I'm missing something. Loop to the present. Me. Sarah, do you feel like figuring this out on your own is working? Sarah, no, I definitely need guidance. Me again. Would it be helpful if I shared a proven system that could help you consistently attract leads? Sarah, yes, please. Destination and future pacing. Me again. Imagine 6 months from now, your calendar is booked with clients and you're finally making the income you deserve instead of worrying about leads. You're focusing on serving and transforming lives. How does that feel? Sarah, that would be amazing. Payment gateways, only when Sarah asks. So, Sarah, how does your program work? Me again. Great question. My coaching program is designed specifically for coaches like you. It's a step-by-step system that shows you how to attract high-quality leads, for example, organically, without relying on paid ads. Would you like me to walk you through how it works? Sarah, yes, I'd love to hear more. And then you can explain your program. Objection handling, only if Sarah hesitates. Sarah, this sounds great, but I'm not sure I can afford it right now. Me again, I totally get that, Sarah, but let me ask, if you had a system that brought in even 2 to 3 high-paying clients per month, wouldn't this program pay for itself? Sarah, that's true, but I'm still nervous. Me again, that's completely normal. But what's scarier, investing in a proven system or staying stuck in the same struggle? Eligibility, reinforcing value. Me again. Sarah, I don't work with just anyone. I choose clients who are serious about taking action. Do you feel ready to commit and do the work? Sarah, yes, I do. Power close in the moment. So me again. Awesome. Let's get you signed up now and we can start transforming your business today. I'll send over the payment link. Do you prefer PayPal or credit card? Sarah, let's do credit card. Post-closing communication. Me again. Welcome on board, Sarah. I'm so excited to work with you. I'll send over your onboarding details and first action steps right away. Sarah, I can't wait. Thank you so much. Final thoughts. You never pitched. You got permission first. Sarah asked about the program and pricing before it was introduced. Pain points and future vision made Sarah feel ready. The close felt natural, not forced. This is how sales should be: client-driven, value-focused, and permission-based. If you're not preparing for sales calls like this, you're losing clients. To maximize the chances of closing the deal, Regitze or me, I must prepare strategically and execute the call with precision. Here are key guidelines to follow. Before the call, research and preparation. Deep research on Sarah and her business. Review Sarah's website, social media profiles, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, etc. Analyze her content, engagement, audience type, and messaging style. Identify what she's currently doing to get clients and where she might be struggling. Take Google business directories and client reviews if available. If possible, ask mutual connections about Sarah's reputation and business challenges. Understand her business and market trends. Research common pain points of holistic coaches. Identify what's working for other successful holistic coaches. Be aware of industry trends in lead generation for service-based businesses. Access Sarah's personality and decision style. From her content, determine if she's more data-driven, emerald, impact-driven, the pearl, competitive, the ruby, or fun-loving, the sapphire. Observe if she is cautious, the mouse, direct, the hunter, or resistant, the wall, when making decisions. This helps in customizing communications to match her style. Prepare for possible objections and resistance. Identify common objections holistic coaches have about lead generation. Prepare personalized responses based on her business model, revenue goals, and mindset. During the call, execution strategy. Set the tone and get permission to share solutions. Start by acknowledging Sarah's work and passion. Clearly state, today my focus is to understand your challenges and explore ways to help. If at any point you want to hear how I help coaches, just let me know. Follow the 80-20 rule. Sarah talks more and I listen. Use open-ended questions to let Sarah express her frustrations. Dig deep into her challenges, dreams, and fears before discussing solutions. Don't mention the offer until Sarah asks about it. Instead of pitching, focus on guiding Sarah to recognize her need for a solution. Use questions like, do you feel like figuring this out alone is working? To prompt curiosity. Only talk about pricing when Sarah asks. If she doesn't bring it up, it's not the right time yet. Once she asks, position the investment as a tool for achieving her desired outcome. Use future pacing and get Sarah emotionally committed. Paint a clear picture. Imagine waking up to a calendar full of client bookings. How does that feel? Make her ideal future feel real and achievable. Guide her to make a decision on the call. No, think about it. Not think about it. If she hesitates, ask, what would need to happen for you to feel 100% confident moving forward? Offer reassurance, but don't pressure. Let her feel in control of her decision. After the call, post-sale process. Send a personalized welcome message. Reaffirm Sarah's decision and make her feel excited about the journey ahead. Provide next steps, onboarding details, and a small actionable task to build momentum. Follow up and nurture the relationship. Check in after a few days to see if she has any initial questions. Share a relevant success story or tip to keep her engaged. Final thoughts. The key to closing the deal. Preparation equals confidence. Know Sarah's business inside and out before the call. Permission-based selling. Let her ask about the program before pitching. Emotional logic. Balance her pain points, aspirations, and logical decision-making process. No pressure, just guidance. Help her recognize the value herself. This approach makes the conversation natural, engaging, and conversion-driven. Most salespeople lose deals before the call even starts. Here's why. Most sales calls fail before they even begin, not because of bad pitching, but because of poor preparation. If you go into a call without a plan, you'll struggle to handle objections, build trust, and close confidently. Use this 15-step pre-call framework to map out every detail before your next sales conversation. Connect. How will you build an instant connection? Research the prospect's background, business, and social media. Find common ground, mutual connections, shared interests, etc. Plan an engaging opening line to set the right energy. Relate. How will you make them feel understood? Identify their pain points and frustrations from past interactions. Mirror their communication style. Casual versus professional versus slow. Prepare 1 to 2 relatable stories to show empathy. Why? What is the deepest reason for considering this solution? List possible motivations, financial growth, lifestyle freedom, credibility, etc. Be ready to ask. Why is this important for you right now? Reasons for causes. What is causing their current struggle? Identify what they've already tried and why it didn't work. Prepare questions that help them realize the root cause. Example, what do you think is stopping you from getting consistent clients? The real reason. What's the hidden reason they haven't fixed this yet? Look beyond surface level excuses, for instance, I don't have time. Identify if they are lacking knowledge, belief, or a system. Be ready to ask. If time or money wasn't an issue, what would really be stopping you? Intention. What is the real outcome they want? Identify short-term and long-term goals. Be ready to ask, if we solve this problem, what would that allow you to do? Internal objection. What's their inner resistance? Fear of failure, rejection, or self-doubt? Be ready to ask, have you ever invested in something like this before? How did it go? Show proof that others like them have succeeded. External objection. What's the external reason they might hesitate? Money, time, partner, approval, or competing priorities. Pre-plan answers to common objections before they come up. Priming. How will you prepare them emotionally for the offer? Use future pacing. Paint a vision of success. Ask, imagine 6 months from now this problem is solved. How does that make you feel? Past the profitable progression. How will you prove your solution works? Prepare case studies, success stories, or testimonials. Show a clear step-by-step path from where they are now to where they want to be. Buying example. How will you normalize this purchase? Share examples of others who took action and succeeded. Use social proof. One of my clients had the same challenges, and here's how they turned it around. Power closure. How will you log in the commitment? Use permission-based closing. Would you like me to walk you through how we can make this happen? Ask, on a scale from 1 to 10, how ready do you feel to move forward? Post-purchase process. What happens after they say yes? Have onboarding steps and welcome messages ready. Reinforce their decision with an email or quick video. You made a great choice. Here's what's next. Conclusion. Discount if applicable. If offering a limited time incentive, how will you position it? Never discount the value, only adjust the entry point. Example, if we start today, I can offer a special bonus. Corrections and refinements. What will you adjust after each call to improve? Review objections that came up and refine responses. Identify which parts of your call need more confidence and clarity. Final thoughts. Plan, execute, and close. The best closers don't wing it. They pre-plan their strategy and enter every call with clarity. Use this framework to sharpen your sales conversations, handle objections effortlessly, and close more deals with confidence. Which of these steps do you think is your biggest game changer? Drop a comment below. Mastering these 6 sales closures and keep closing clients, your choice, or keep losing clients, your choice. Struggling to close deals. You might be using the wrong approach. The best salespeople don't rely on one closing method. They master multiple techniques to adapt to any prospect. If you are tired of hearing, I need to think about it, I'm not ready yet, it's time to change your strategy. Here's 6 proven sales closing techniques that will help you. Here's 6 proven sales closing techniques that will help you seal the deal with confidence. Assumption close. Act like it's already a done deal. Confidence sells. So act as if they already said yes. Assume the prospect is ready to move forward. Instead of asking, do you want to buy? Guide them straight to the next step. Example. Great. Should we set up your onboarding call for Monday or Wednesday? Would you prefer to pay via credit card or bank transfer? When to use it? When the prospect has given buying signals but hasn't confirmed. When there are no more major objections left. Negative close. Reverse psychology to push them forward. Make them realize they actually want this. Challenge them by suggesting they might not be ready. If they push back, it means they actually want it. Example. Maybe this solution isn't the best fit for you right now. I get the feeling this might be too advanced for your situation. What do you think? When to use it? When the prospect is hesitant but clearly interested. When you sense they need a final nudge to justify their decision, be subtle and respectful, don't overdo it. Compelling close. Create urgency that drives action. People act faster when they feel like they might miss out. Use limited time offers, exclusive deals, or availability scarcity. Don't fake urgency, make it genuine and valuable. Example, we only have 3 spots left at this rate. This offer expires by midnight. Do you want to log it in now? When to use it? When you have a real reason to act fast. For instance, price increase, limited seats. When the prospect is interested but stalling. Choice closing. Eliminate yes or no decisions. Instead of asking if they want to buy, give them options. Redirect the decision from should I buy to which one should I choose. Works great for subscription models, packages, or payment plans. Example. Would you prefer the standard plan or the premium plan? Would you like to start with a monthly or annual subscription? When to use it. When you offer multiple pricing tiers or package options, when the prospect is stuck in indecision, conditional close. Add value to remove resistance. Turn objections into opportunities by offering a small incentive. Instead of dropping the price, increase the value. Helps overcome last-minute objections with bonus add-ons. Example: if you sign up today, I'll include an extra training session at no additional cost. I can add that feature you requested if we get started now. When to use it. When the prospect has a small objection, you can counter with added value. When you want to sweeten the deal without lowering the price. High pressure close. The last resort push. Sometimes a firm push is the only way to close the deal. Use when you're certain the solution is right for them, but they keep stalling. Be direct, but don't damage the trust. Example: this is the last opportunity to log in at this price. If you wait, the cost goes up. We can't keep this offer open indefinitely. Are you in or out? When to use it. For high stakes, time sensitive deals. When the prospect is 100% qualified but procrastinating. Use sparingly. Being too aggressive can hurt long-term relationships. Final thoughts. Which closing method will you use? There's no one-size-fits-all approach to closing deals. The best closer adapts to different buyer personalities. Use a mix of closing techniques based on the situation. Know when to push and when to step back. Want to close more deals? Master these 6 closing techniques and watch your sales soar. Which closing methods do you use most? Drop your favorite in the comment. The Success Predictability Framework. The Success Predictability Framework helps evaluate any process, system, or strategy by assessing 4 key dimensions. Result or outcome. What are you getting at the end of the process? What specific result can be expected? How accurate and precise are these results? Are they aligned with expectations? Probability of success. How likely is it that you will achieve the desired outcome? What's the success ratio or past performance? Is there a guarantee or warranty? How reliable is the system? How popular is it among others who have used it? Speed. How fast can you achieve the outcome? What's the estimated time frame for success? Does it produce quick wins or require long-term effort? Effort required. What level of work, time, and support is needed? How simple or complex is this process? Is it step-by-step and easy to follow? Is there hand-holding and mentorship available? Does it offer ongoing support and accountability? Why this framework matters. When assessing any strategy, business model, or personal growth plan, this framework helps answer: will it work for me? How reliable and proven is it? How fast can I see results? How much effort do I need to invest? Use this framework to evaluate opportunities, make better decisions, and ensure success with confidence. What's the most important factor for you when choosing a system for success? Drop your thoughts below. Here's a success predictability framework. So results outcome. What specific results can be expected? Accuracy and precision of results. Expectations versus reality alignment. And the probability of success. Success ratio and past performance. Guarantee, warranty, and proven reliability. Popular and social proof. How sustainable are the results? Speed. How fast can you achieve the outcome? Estimated time frame for success. Does it provide quick wins or require long-term effort. Effort required. How simple or complex is the process? Is it step by step and easy to follow? Is there hand-holding and mentorship available? Does it offer ongoing support and accountability? These 5 hidden laws control your life and business. Master them or struggle. 1. Law of demand and supply. The price of a good service is determined by the relationship between its availability, supply, and the desire for it, demand. When demand is high and supply is low, price increase. When demand is low and the supply is high, price decrease. Example: real estate, limited houses in a prime location, prices skyrocket. Coaching businesses. If you position yourself as an expert with limited availability, your perceived value increases. Key lesson. If you want to increase your price, create scarcity and build demand by establishing credibility, exclusivity, and authority. Pitch speed, fluency, and tonality. How you say something is just as important as what you say. Pitch speed. Speak too fast and prospects may feel overwhelmed. Speak too slow and they may lose interest. Ideal, vary your speed. Slow for impact, fast for excitement. Fluency. Avoid ums and confident sales. Practice key phrases so they feel natural, not scripted. Tonality. Authority tone. This will change your business. Strong and certain. Empathy tone. I completely understand where you're coming from. Warm and reassuring. Curiosity tone. Would it make sense to solve this problem now? Rising inflection. Key lessons. Your energy and confidence in your voice influence trust and buying decision. Mastering pitch, speed, fluency, and tonality can increase sales conversions significantly. Goliath syndrome. Big established entities often become too rigid, making them vulnerable to smaller, more agile competitors. Goliath or David versus Goliath mindset. Goliath companies, big corporations often resist change due to bureaucracy. David-like businesses, startups, and individuals adapt quickly, innovate, and disrupt the market. Examples: Netflix versus Blockbuster. Blockbuster refused to adapt to streaming. Tesla versus auto giants. Traditional car manufacturers were slow to shift to electric vehicles. Key lesson: adaptability beats size. No matter how small you are, speed, innovation, and agility can help you dominate the market. Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. How to apply it in business and life. Prepare for failure. Always have a plan B and risk migration strategy. Anticipate challenges. Don't assume anything will go smoothly. Stay proactive. Reduce the chances of mistake by double checking work, testing systems, and staying adaptable. Examples: tech launches. Always expect software bugs, have backups, sales calls. Assume objections will arise, prepare responses in advance. Live events, expect delays, arrive early, and test everything. Key lessons: expect challenges, stay prepared, and turn failures into opportunities. 5. Peter's Law. The law of optimism and adaptability. The impossible is often just an untried solution. Core principles of Peter's Law. If anything can go wrong, fix it. Opposite of the Murphy Law. When giving a choice, take both. Think beyond limits. Lead, follow, and get out of the way. Be proactive. Do it, then apologize later. Don't wait for permission. No limits, only obstacles to overcome. Example: Elon Musk and SpaceX. Everyone said private space travel was impossible. Musk ignored limits and proved them wrong. Steve Jobs and iPhone. No one thought an iPhone with a keyboard would work. Jobs challenged assumptions and disrupted the industry. Key lessons. Stop waiting for permission, take action, innovate, and break barriers. Create demand and scarcity to increase value. Master pitch speed, fluency, and tonality to close more deals. Be agile and adaptive to avoid the Goliath syndrome. Expect and prepare for challenges, Murphy's Law. Think beyond limits and innovate, Peter's Law. Final thoughts. Success comes from mastering these principles. Which of these laws resonate most with you? Drop your thoughts below. You're losing sales and relationships because you don't understand these 4 gem types. Understanding the 4 gem types, what drives people and how to connect with them. Why do people think, act, and make decisions so differently? The gem personality types provide a simple yet powerful way to understand motivations, communication styles, and decision-making behaviors. Whether you're in sales, leadership, coaching, or personal relationship, recognizing these 4 types will help you influence, connect, and communicate more effectively. Let's dive into the 4 gem types and how to work with them. The Ruby, the leader and driven personality. So here you can picture a Ruby. Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. Their quote. Core traits: highly competitive, ambitious, and goal-oriented, natural leaders, decisive and determined, thrive on the recognition, status, and achievement. Real-life behavior: takes charge and leads the way. Focus on power, success, and strategic moves. Can be impatient and sometimes aggressive. How to work with the Ruby. Show them the win. Focus on results, competition, and leadership opportunities. Tell them success stories. Be direct and confident. They respect strength and clarity. Recognize their achievements. They thrive on status and success. Complement them with the authenticity. They fear losing control. Ensure that they have control. Ask them more why type of questions to dig deeper. Best career roles: CEOs, entrepreneurs, sales leaders, athletes, political leaders. The Sapphire, the social butterfly and fun-loving personality. Life should be an adventure, not a routine. Core traits: outgoing, high energy, relationship driven, loves excitement, fun, and spontaneity. It prefers freedom over structure and enjoys variety. Real life behavior: charismatic, loves networking and socializing, enjoys new experiences and adventures, can struggle with consistency and follow through when not engaged. How to work with a Sapphire. Keep it fun and engaging, use energy, humor, and enthusiasm, be upbeat and approachable, avoid boring details, they respond better to exciting stories and experiences, keep it simple and positive, focus on motivators, build a personal connection, relationships matter more than rigid structures, ask about them and listen, let them talk. For closing, keep it simple, create a clear and positive vision for them, maintain a casual and light conversation. If you talk to them about being top and winning, they don't care. You have lost them. Best career roles: public speakers, entertainers, influencers, event planners, sales professionals. The Emerald, the thinker, logical personality. Precision and planning creates success. Core traits: analytical, logical, detail-oriented, and methodical, prefer structure, stability, and data-driven decisions. Cautions and focus on accuracy before acting. Real-life behavior. Highly organized, values roles and proven systems, relies on facts and research rather than emotions. Can sometimes be overly critical and hesitant to take risk. How to work with an ML. Be logical and precise, provide facts, data, and step-by-step processes. Be professional, respect their time, and be punctual. Be systematic and specific, explain the process. Give them time to analyze, don't rush them into a decision. Avoid unnecessary small talk, stay professional and focused. Aim to get the facts first by asking the right type of questions. Best career roles: engineers, scientists, analytics, accountants, IT specialists. Pearl, the nurturer, heart-centered personality. People first, everything else second. Core traits: compassionate, emotional aware, and highly empathetic. Seeks harmony, purpose, and deep relationships. Avoids conflict and prefers collaboration. Real-life behavior: warm-hearted, nurturing, and values helping others. Driven by making a difference rather than chasing success. Can sometimes sacrifice personal needs for others. How to work with a pearl. Be kind and genuine. They value sincerity over business tactics. Share your caring and nurturing side. Speak a little softer. Be attentive, calm, and patient. Relate to them. Show them the purpose. Focus on impact and meaningful results. Avoid aggression and high-pressure tactics. They need trust and connection. Closing. Tell them up front that you support them regardless of their decision. Show them how it helps them or their families. Best career roles: coaches, counselors, teachers, healthcare care professionals, social workers. Final takeaway: why this matters. Every person is wired differently. Understanding the GEM personality type help you build better relationships in business and personal life. Adjust your sales, leadership, and coaching style for different people. Communicate more effectively by speaking their language. Which GEM type do you resonate with the most? Drop it in the comments. Stop closing clients who aren't ready. They're costing you more than you think. Are you saying yes to the wrong clients and blocking the ones who truly value your work? Have the confidence to say no to clients who aren't ready. Those stuck in victim mode and unwilling to take action will only hold you back. Create space for clients who are prepared to invest and elevate their lives. Not every prospect is the right fit. If they're stuck in victim mode, making excuses, or unwilling to take action, they're not your client. By taking them on, you're just setting yourself up for frustration. You're also blocking serious action-driven clients from working with you. Who you should avoid: victim mentality, always blaming circumstances instead of taking responsibility. Non-action takers, they love talking about change but never implement. Energy drainers, constantly resist guidance, argue, and make things harder. Price-obsessed clients, they don't see value, only cost. Who you shouldn't work with. Who you should work with: committed doers. Take fast action and implement what they learn. Growth-minded clients view investment as a tool for transformation. Aligned and coachable clients trust the process and respect your expertise. People who inspire you. When you work with the right clients, success flows effortlessly. The lesson: saying no to the wrong clients creates space for the right ones. Protect your energy, your business, and your impact. Have you ever regretted taking on an unaligned client? Drop your experience below. 3 magic words, ESP, exactly, specifically, and precisely. The secret to cutting through confusion and revealing the real gap between where you are and where you need to be. Use the ESP in conversions and sales, identifying a problem, coaching and sales conversion. What exactly is stopping you from scaling your business? Can you specifically describe the biggest challenge you're facing? Tell me precisely what's holding you back right now. Why it works. It helps the prospect move forward, move from vague complaints to clear, actionable challenges. Defining a goal, clarity and decision making. What exactly do you want to achieve in the next 6 months? Can you specifically describe the success you're aiming for? If you solve this problem, what precisely would your ideal outcome look like? Why it works? Transformation or transforms broad goals into measurable and realistic objectives. Closing a sale, overcoming hesitation and objections. What exactly is stopping you from moving forward today? Can you specifically tell me what's making you hesitate? Can you address that concern? Would you be ready to move forward precisely today? Why it works. Breaks resistance and uncovers hidden fears or doubts. Final thoughts. The power of precision. Most people get stuck because they lack clarity. Use ESP exactly, specifically, precisely, forces deeper thinking, removes uncertainty, and leads to faster action. Start using these 3 magic words today and watch how your conversions, sales, and decisions transform. Which of these examples do you find most useful? Drop your thoughts below. Speak to what they know, not just what you know. One of the biggest mistakes in sales, coaching, and leadership is talking from your perspective instead of theirs. People don't buy because of how much you know. They buy because of how well you understand them. Tell them what they already know. Their struggles, desires, and frustrations. Show them the gap between where they are and where they want to be. Then position yourself as a guide who can take them there. The result, instant connection, trust, and action. Have you ever lost a sale because you focused too much on what you know instead of what they need? Share your thoughts. You're losing negotiations because you don't know these 3 power archetypes. So remember this picture. In any negotiation, people fall into 3 categories: the mouse, the wall, and the hunter. Understanding these types helps you navigate deals, adapt strategies, and close with confidence. The mouse, fearful and restless negotiator, moves with hesitation, avoids risk, and fears conflict. Restless, anxious, easily intimidated, quick to back down under pressure, avoids confrontation, prefers to escape rather than engage. How to negotiate with the mouse. Build trust and reassurance, help them feel safe. Use calm, logical explanation to ease fears. Give them small wins to boost confidence. The wall. Rigid and structured negotiator. Disciplined, organized, and tough to break. Fixed mindset. Unyielding in their stance. Follow rules and structured decision making. Not easily persuaded, sticks to logic over emotion. How to negotiate with the wall. Use facts, data, and precise arguments. Emotions won't work. Be patient and structured, they respect logic. Show them a clear step-by-step process for mutual benefit. The hunter, strategic and patient negotiator. Well prepared, focused, and plays the long game. Studies the opponent, knows what, when, how, and where to strike. Can work alone or in a group, adapting as needed. Uses patience, observation, and detailed planning to win. How to negotiate with the hunter. Be just as prepared. They respect intelligence. Avoid showing all your cards too soon. Engage in strategic conversations. They value deep thinking. To win in negotiations, you must adapt your strategy based on your opponent. Here's the secret formula. To win a mouse, be a hunter. Stay calm, focused, and strategic. Give them a sense of security while guiding them towards your goal. Use patience. Let them feel they have control, but you set the direction. To win a hunter, be a wall. Stay firm, structured, and unbeatable. Don't reveal too much. Make them work for it. Hunters respect boundaries and strength, so be solid in your stance. To win a wall, be a mouse. Approach with subtle and adaptability. Let them believe they are in control while finding small cracks to influence. Walls resist force, but they underestimate flexibility. Negotiation isn't just about strength, it's about strategy. Know when to adapt, outthink, and outmaneuver. Final thoughts. Which one are you? Negotiations isn't just about talking, it's about understanding your counterpart's mindset and adapting your approach. Which negotiation type do you relate to the most? Drop your thoughts below. So that was a little bit about sales. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.